between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. For Nick Chubb, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Buffalo.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now on 2nd and 13, Allen. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
And the Bills first down.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Jets nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25-yard line.
And that's thrown to Pyramid out wide. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Operating from the gun, Maddox will drop this one down to Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Maddox. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. How about to start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. A throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
To throw on second down. Maddox into a double team, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Maddox. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path. A significant number.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. They'll give it to Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Could have gone with the ground game there. Opted for the quick pass. Well, I don't know that it would have mattered, Charles, but it didn't work out.
In a lot of these offenses, yards after catch are built in without explicitly saying it. In this case, he didn't make anyone miss out on the perimeter. Got tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
And brings up 4th down. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run, Devontae Freeman. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Maddox. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. On play action, Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended target there was Jason Kroon. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got an open man. It's Foster. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Complete to
Robert Foster, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Tackle by Ashton Davis up from the secondary.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily...
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Tyler Kroft, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the route is on here in this first half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
At their own 16-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
We got to step it up. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go.
From the gun, Maddox firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Number 88. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Maddox. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
A big loss on
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
57, 319. I don't think you got it, son.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. He was brought down by Michael Davis. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Brings up
not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo 1st.
First down, Buffalo.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Second down now after the incompletion. Throwing again. Allen. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bills head on.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Maddox. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Watch the screen. 59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check.
To throw on 3rd down, Maddox. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Maddox looking for Perriman there. He's got him. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, Maddox. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
From the gun on 3rd down, Maddox. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Operating from the gun, Maddox eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
28-yard line.
From the gun, Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills continue to pour it on. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Chubb. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They go with Chubb on second down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's fourth down. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
You say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the fourth quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Oh, you got deep?
On second down, Freeman. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you got to match.
And now here is another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 5-yard line.
And they will take a knee here. Backed up now from their own 4 as they come up second down.
57's the mic. Watch 57. You can't block me. You can't block me.
And they take a knee.
They were just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball.